Welcome to Andy's Entertainment Corner.
Well, one thing, Spider-Man Far From Home is absolutely a great movie. Make sure you get it and see it at the cinema before it leaves, as you will be mind-blown of the action scene of this film. And welcome to my movie review of Spider-Man Far From Home. The plot of the film is, following the events of Avengers Endgame, Spider-Man must end up to take on new threats in a world that changes forever. It's Josh Watts is the director, and Steve Ditko and Chris McKenna, are the ones who write the script and the story. And yes, I really like this film. Like I mentioned, for me it's one of the best Spider-Man movies out there. And for me, Spider-Man 2 is still the best, but this comes pretty close of being either second or third of the best live-action Spider-Man movies. Of course, nothing will beat Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, which is still, in my opinion, still the best Spider-Man movie there is. What I like about the film is, the film is absolutely very well made. The film brings in great action scenes throughout the different parts of the film. The CGI is used very nicely. Tom Holland once again returned as Spider-Man Peter Parker, and I bet you found it either the best role of Spider-Man to date. Yeah, of course, we never seen him in Spider-Man, Homecoming, Captain America Civil War, Endgame, Infinity War, and now Far From Home. And this guy, for me, actually blows the character away, playing Peter Parker and Spider-Man. And yeah, for me, his best performance, as Spider-Man. Of course, Samuel Jackson returns as Nick Fury, and he could enjoy warm into the story and really helps out the story, flow nicely when he's in it. And same with John Favreau as Happy Hogan, as he, at times he's there to help Spider-Man when needed. And of course we got our another character of the film, Quentin Beck, Mysterio, played by Jack. So he's how old? I pronounce his name. Sorry, the involvement of the story is cool, and the action seems pretty cool. And yes, I found here one of the cool characters you probably in the MCU. Of course, this is for free. I'm not really gonna say what is his real involvement into the story. How he plays out into the story. You know what I mean? Him and Tom Holland. The chemistry in this film are great. They did the actions well together, and fighting these big and giant elements. We see the Earth one, we see the water one, which is Spider-Man, and he's helping Mysterio to stop, because he sees Spider-Man trying to stop building from collapsing, and Mysterio is there to defeat this big entity. And the big fire one we see as well, with Spider-Man and Mysterio go up against. CGI every one of those elements absolutely look amazing. I reckon this film has a huge budget doing those three elements, earth, water, fire. To talk about no one but than show it. And mate, they really do very, very well in the story. A lot of destruction, they're very throw nice into the story. As well, music score, really make those action scenes come alive. And yeah, part of the cool action scene I've seen in the MCU. And good length as well. So you'll be quite surprised at how lengthy these actions are without going too long or make you feel like you're gonna fall asleep, and because they're very, very action packed and very well done. And they also sound really good humor through different lines in this film. Some characters, they use different cool lines throughout this film, and yes, and there's a lot of good other chemistry, as Peter Parker and MJ, I thought was pretty cool, and his friend, the other, the Asian chap, can't think of his name, sorry, and him and his Aunt Mary Parker, it's great chemistry between all the actors of this film, basically. We've got the boys, of course, and we've got other school kids and the school teachers, and the story felt nicely through, different parts of Europe, where the action scenes take place as well. When it comes to the disappointment of the film, the story can go a little bit slower part, but it's there to have the story flow nicely. And when it comes to disappointments, nothing I can really say, because I really enjoy this movie quite a bit. So, I mean, how'd you go, disappointment, because you don't belong in my review? Comes to the verdict of Spider-Man Far From Home is, that's probably, like I mentioned, one of the best Spider-Man movies to date. Got a great action scene, the acting is great, from all supporting cast members, including the minor characters. I thought they also did pretty good in their roles. Very well directed, the music score is great, CGI is great, and yeah, it's great, lengthy, nice action scene with a great music score to flow nicely into the film action scene and other different scenes of the film as well. And one other thing, make sure you stick through the credits, because there are two more scenes, one mid-credit scene and one end scene. So the spoiler scene, I'm not going to mention what they're about. And yes, I get Spider-Man Far From Home a 9 out of 10. Thank you for checking out my movie review of Spider-Man Far From Home. If you like what you see, give me a like, and if you've seen this movie, I'd like to hear your thoughts. And also, if you're new to my channel, great, join the family and subscribe to my channel.